Good morning, traders. I am Emily Bonney, the CEO of the Investment Banking Institute and your host here at NewsWare's Trade Talk. Joining me is trading anchor Bill Olson, who brings more than 30 years of institutional trading experience to our program. At Trade Talk, we provide the facts, themes, and trading ideas for the day ahead. Today is Tuesday, February 20th. We returned to trading today after an extended holiday weekend and after markets closed in the red on Friday. The Dow shed 145 points or 0.37%. The S&P 500 dipped just less than 0.5%, and the NASDAQ dropped 0.82%. Bill, let's dive into this shortened trading week with what is happening in the markets this morning.
Hi, yes, good morning, Emily. I'm watching the S&Ps. We're down 0.33%, a little over 0.3% this morning to start the day. The market's attention are really on, earnings and economic events right now. China did cut its interest rate overnight. That was a boom for the Asian markets last night. Number of big buyouts were announced this morning, and we're digesting earnings from some big players this morning and this week. The key really thing that I'm paying attention to is that tomorrow's release of the Fed meeting minutes. You remember the statement, it was optimistically hawkish. And I think, when we see it, we're going to see a little bit more hawkish tone from them when they release their meeting minutes tomorrow. But you're looking overseas last night or overseas this morning, and you're looking at the DAX in Germany. It's down about 0.1% or 15 points. FTSE, on the other hand, is up 16 points or 0.22. Barclays came out with earnings. They also announced a share buyback. The CAC in Paris is up 21 points or 0.28%. Last night in Asia, we did see some, weakness in the Nikkei, which it lost 106 points, 0.28%. It's on such a roll lately that this isn't material. Hong Kong, the Hang Seng jumped 91 points or 0.57%. In China, China's markets were up 12 points and 0.42%, and they, cut a key interest rate, early this morning, late last night, which is kind of benefiting, home buyers. So, that's what I see in terms of the markets. In terms of oil, oil is a little weak this morning. We got WTI at $78.80 a barrel. We got Brent is at $82.72 a barrel. You're looking at oil, and the focus is really on the demand question, based on the latest economic data, which has been a little less than robust. So, we got to, watch for a little additional weakness in oil that could happen today, Emily. But that's what I have for you in terms of a morning market update.
And Bill, after, a long weekend getting into trading, the question becomes, where do you start? Where do you get your information, and how do you get ready for the trading week ahead? You answer that question with NewsWare. You have all your alerts broken down. As you mentioned, investors are digesting earnings today and throughout the week, some big names coming up. You're also looking at economic events and, of course, the day's other market-moving headlines. But we're going to start with earnings action. Bill, what is going on there?
Yeah, we had a number of good earnings reports come out this morning. Let's start off with Home Depot, ticker HD, Henry David. These guys delivered a beat of 5 cents, and they did it on higher revenue. You look at the stock this morning, it's down 2.58%. Same store sales, not good. You're looking at Walmart, ticker WMT, William Michael Tom. They beat by 27 cents on higher revenue. You look at Walmart this morning, it's higher, 2.98%. We're looking at Medtronic, MDT, Michael David Tom. They beat by 4 cents on higher revenue. That stock's up 3.83% this morning. And Armstrong Worldwide, ticker AWI, Apple, William India, they beat by 18 cents on higher revenue. Stock's up 2.24% this morning. Upcoming this afternoon, we have Public Storage. Their EPS is $4.15. Expected move is 6.36%. We also have Palo Alto Networks coming out after the bell. Their EPS is $1.30. Expected move is 10.17%. Then tomorrow morning, you have Celanese, ticker CE, Charlie Edward. Their EPS is $2.29. Expected move is 7.12%. Analog Devices, that's going to be the big one tomorrow morning. Ticker ADI, Apple David India. Their EPS is $1.76. Expected move here is 4.97% when they release tomorrow morning, Emily.
And Bill, you did mention Medtronics in your rundown. That was your pick of the day back on Friday. And by the end of the show, we're going to do a check in on that. So stick with us till the end of the show. Now we're going to get to the day's economic events. Bill, give us a look at what we should be watching when it comes to the economic reports for today.
At 10 a.m. this morning, we get the e-commerce, retail sales. We also have the leading indicators. Leading indicators, the LI is really going to be the key one. That's one to watch. Could move markets a little bit, but that's all we have for you in terms of economic reports hitting the tape today.
And now, Bill, through the other market moving information you are sifting through this morning, and that is including things like merger news, guidance news, shareholders meetings, buyback news. You're looking at your FANG stocks, your Dow 30 stocks, and grabbing this information to prepare for the trading day ahead. So, Bill, what else do you see is possibly moving the markets today?
Yeah, I'm just going through my Dow stocks, and I'm showing like 6 higher, 5 unchanged, and the rest are lower. So it's kind of weak. And then you look at your FANG stocks that are all down about roughly 0.5%. So, you could expect a lower, a weaker opening this morning. We're looking at other sectors, and airlines are mixed to higher. JetBlue's really helping because of that Carl Icahn he was given some board seats. Autos are weak. European European red car registrations came out. Banks are, shown some weakness. Drug stocks are, they're higher for the most part, which is not unusual. Retail stocks were showing some gains, based on those, Walmart having a positive report, and semiconductors for the most part, with the exception of Intel, are lower. We're looking at some of the news behind the tape. Apple, ticker AAPL, European regulators report that they will fine Apple more than $500 million in that antitrust probe. We're looking at shares of Google down 0.36 this morning. The stocks are under pressure amid fresh OpenAI report that was in the journal this morning, and a Gemini model upgrade that was recently announced. Tesla EU car registrations up 12.1% in January. Not enough to help Tesla. Tesla's down 1.40% this morning. Talking Dow Jones 30 stocks, Boeing secures orders for 787 Dreamliners from Thai Airways and Royal Brunei Airlines. Boeing is trading off, down about 0.2% this morning. We're talking Intel. Intel shares are trading higher. We're talking they're up 2.85% this morning. Intel is said to be in discussions for over 10 billion in CHIPS Act subsidies. That'd be a very good shot in the arm for Intel. Talking merger news, Walmart, ticker WMT, William Michael Tom. They said they reached an agreement to buy television maker Vizio, ticker VZIO, for $2.3 billion, paying $11.50 per share in cash. Capital One, ticker COF, they agreed to buy Discover Financial, ticker DFS, David Frank Sam, in a $35 billion all-stock deal. Talking guidance news, General Mills, ticker GIS, Grace India Sam, they reaffirmed their full-year fiscal 2024 financial targets. Walmart, ticker WMT, sees Q1 adjusted revenue $1.48 to $1.56, street estimate $1.48. Ooh, that's nice. Medtronic, ticker MDT, Michael David Tom, they raised their full year 2024 EPS view to $5.19 to $5.21. Street estimates $5.16. Yeah, that's a big uptick. Shareholders meetings, Excel, they're having a virtual meeting today at 9 a.m. That's ticker HXP, Henry X-Ray Paul. In terms of buybacks news, Peron, ticker PERI, Paul Edward, Richard India, they announced a 50 million share repurchase program. That's all I'm seeing this morning in terms of stocks in the tape this morning, Emily.
This is the type of data that NewsWare delivers daily. It's factual, it's market moving, and our alerting functions bring it to your attention as it happens. Go to www.newsware.com now and sign up for the trial and see for yourself the benefits that professional Newswire delivers. It is now that time of the show for the Trade Talk pick of the day. Bill, what do you have for us to start this week?
Going with ticker VRT, Victor Richard Tom, Vertiv Holdings, VRT, Victor Richard Tom. Earnings are up tomorrow morning. EPS is 54 cents. Expected move is 14.69%. Friday's call volume, 21,866 calls traded to 17,332 puts. Open interest, on the other hand, 165K versus 82.5K. That's like 2 to 1. Major brokers are positive on the stock. I see them raising price targets. That's good. That's a good signal. Um, Not to mention, last quarter they raised guidance. So yeah, this could be interesting. Remember, they make infrastructure in terms of AI data centers. So, if I can get into the stock, I really want to get in low 62s. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit of weakness here. So I'll say low 62. I might even go under 62 if it looks like it's going to continue to move lower. But I do think I'll be able to get in, underneath the current bid ask price. But that's my pick of the day: VRT, Victor Richard Tom Vertiv Holdings, Emily.
Bill, looking at your data points ahead of their earnings announcement and being picky on that entry price, a number of strategies that have worked before. So coming up, we're going to do a recap on Friday's Pick the Day to see if that worked on Friday. So stick with us. But ahead of that, let's take a look at the current breaking headlines that have hit the tape in our hot off the press segment. Bill, take it away.
Malibu Boats, ticker MBUU, Michael Boy, Uncle, they announced that their CEO, Springer, is going to depart. It's not good. I see UBS and Goldman lifted their year-end S&P 500 targets. Choice Hotels, CHH, Charlie Henry committed to the Wyndham deal, bought $110 million worth of shares in Q4. Walmart, ticker WMT, says it crossed $100 billion in e-commerce sales. Coty, ticker COTY, Charlie Oscar Tom Yellow, they signed a new agreement with Italian luxury fashion house Etro, ticker IOVA, India, Oscar, Victor, Apple, and Vance. They're extremely pleased with the results of their drug trial. The European Union healthcare regulator this week will review the use of Eli Lilly's weight loss drug against diabetes and obesity. That should be positive news for them. Notice stock was up earlier. JD.com. Curry shares soar on Monday after Chinese online retailer JD.com joined U.S. activist investor Elliott Advisors in a battle to buy the British electronics group. Interesting. Teva announced they're going to remain a single company, not going to split into two. That's all I'm seeing this morning, Emily.
Okay, Bill, before we dive into trading, let's take a look at Friday's pick of the day. I mentioned it earlier in the show was Medtronic. You did give us their earnings. During your earnings rundown this morning, the company posted an adjusted EPS of $1.30 per share, and that was compared with analyst estimates of $1.26 per share. They reported Q3 revenue of $8.1 billion, an increase of 4.7%. You also gave us that uptick in their guidance during your NewsWare alerts, a really positive report all around. I see the stock in the green this morning. Bill, how did your call work out?
It worked out great. I mean, the stock opened up at $84.49 and it fell down to $84.11 before recovering. Now, remember, I was calling for, an entry price 84.30. It actually fell beneath it, so it was a good entry price. Stock recovered after that, and it just went on to hit a high of 85.73, $85.73, which, hey, right there, you got your 1%. Take the money, walk away. You look at the stock this morning, if you did hold, it's trading 87.70. It's up $3.28. So you had a gain on Friday. You had a huge gain today. So yeah, Medtronic, ticker MDT, Michael David Tom was a good winner, very profitable, very happy with it, Emily, very happy. MDT winner.
Nice way to start the week there, Bill. And we will check in with you tomorrow about today's Vertiv Holdings pick of the day. Bill, thank you as always for your expert insight. Join us back here tomorrow at NewsWare's Trade Talk when we provide the facts, themes, and trading ideas for the day ahead. Again, I'm your host, Emily Bonney, here with trading anchor Bill Olson. Traders, you know what to do. Let's go out there and make some green.